Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The action has already started. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got to be in! Youngberg! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Vinicius Junior.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. Great ball, and he's in here.
David Villa, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Short changes him with that pass. Cruyff. And he's in on Mbappe! He's scored! And it's Kawasaki Frontale who take the lead.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Kawasaki Frontale are in front now. The game's only goal. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's got away. He's through. David Villa! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Ah, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
A sharp pass. Some really good ball movement. And he's there to retrieve it. That's been cut out, well played. He won't be happy with that one. The ball's gone astray. He's found a way through. He's having a go. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
And it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Busquets. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show...
He's had a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back underway.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now there's a David Villa! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that was no routine save.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. No, he didn't quite meet it right. And that has left him in a heap. Chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Someone who's featured heavily of late, in a good sense, of course.
The attendance for this match was 80,113.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
No way through. Gives it back. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Vinicius Junior!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Matheus Nunes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
David Villa looks for the finish. Magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. He just absolutely speared that in.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Substitution for Inter, number 20, Mbappe.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number
Well, Peter,
13,
I don't think there's anything tactical or...
He's got a sight of goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. And now they can clear their lines. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just 5 minutes left. Costa Curta. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Ribery. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Has been indicated.
Costa Curta. Alexander-Arnold. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Inter Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How do you look back on the game then? Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. Adams wins the duel this time. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. And he's got the real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Pullet getting this one clear. Boca Juniors have the chance to go the other way. Adams makes the interception. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
Well, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite in the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi! And it's come back out to him. Oh, he hit that sweetly. And it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming. And nicely intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He is through here. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's a player who has defined a generation.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pullet. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Hullet. And a goal here would be the... That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Beckham. Ribery. Can he get it through? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Hullet.
There will be one.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How was the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been Obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. So the first half brought no goals. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's played him through. He's got away. Vinicius Junior!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Neuer.
The attendance for this match.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Messi. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Ribery. Just eases him off the ball. Boca Juniors looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
He's in plenty of space here. Koundé, and it's Vieira. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's in space and looking for options. Keeper's dealt with that. And Messi! It's in! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Vinicius Junior. And that has been cleared.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's beaten the last man.
Boca Juniors probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Over it comes.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
There
Ljungberg.
will be 1 minute added time.
It's Bernardo Silva. Some resolute defending there. That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Inter simply weren't good enough to play through the pressure put on their defence and were duly picked off.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here. Hits one! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ribéry threads one in. So what can they make of this? Bellingham. Van Basten. Van Basten! He's chosen to go back. White. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham plays it in. Well, he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Passing nice and neat. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! They've done it! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
White and Bastoni. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there's the clearance. Alexander-Arnold. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ribéry. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
He's got the shot away! And that has been clubbed away. Busquets. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Gullit. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Alexander-Arnold.
And he was quick to react. Oh no, this does not look good. He's shifting through the gears here.
There will be
And
1
the
minute.
finish! They are rampant! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a
And
cricket
if you do
score
have
at
a
this
chance
rate,
today, please
unless
take
there
some
is
time
a
out to give your
significant
support to
change
our
in
Better
fortune.
Stadium Fund.
It is 3-0 at half-time.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Inter Milan are steaming towards victory thanks to 3 first-half goals, which have left the opposition feeling grateful just to get in for a break. Another 45 minutes to come, but the mood in the stands here is very much suggestive that the deal is done. It is 3-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Beckenbauer. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cleared away. Bastoni. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Oh, this is a great, decent hit! Sticks it away! They're back within reach!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? That's a sharp pass. Saudi Arabia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Beckenbauer, Rodri,
The attendance for
Gerrard.
this match was 71,898.
Gerrard, and it's Hullet. Foot in.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Gerrard gets across to intercept that. Played out to the left flank. And they've got a throw. Bellingham. Rodri. And it's Van Basten. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Played into space out wide. Mbappe couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Hullet, Busquets, and Inter now could counter-attack. Vinicius Junior. Oh, easy pickings there.
Rodri.
And here's Van Basten. Van Basten running with the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through here. And that has been knocked clear. White. Bellingham. And he's had a hit. And that has fair fizzed. And here's Van Basten. Nice defending, physical and effective.
Vinicius Junior.
He's had it taken off him.
2 added minutes has been
2
indicated.
minutes to be added on. That's the end. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Ljungberg picked it. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That's been cut out, well played. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. First quarter of an hour gone. Back into the middle. Has a go! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Vinicius Junior. Rodri.
Ljungberg. Can he put it away? Goal! Inter! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's been won straight back. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the ball just didn't work out. Heads it! And he has kept it out somehow.
Liberty actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Rudiger calmly anticipates. That looks a cracking ball. Camavinga. Oh, easy pickings there. He's looking to set free a runner.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Time and again they are repelled. Messi. And that's caused a worry or two. Cafu spots it and intercepts.
There will be 1 minute
Hernandez
added time.
attempts a clearance. And he's made sure that's not getting... And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Inter clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Inter Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Inter definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Vinicius Junior.
Colin, oh, what has happened here? Shot could be on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, no joy this time. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Just about up to the hour now.
This match was 80,953.
And here's Colomwani. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's intervened well there. Camavinga, one of the standout performers at this moment in time. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Vinicius Junior.
And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Alexander-Arnold is standing over this one. He's had a crack. Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. And we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Cafu. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Messi. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Danger averted for now.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, such a clever touch.
Vinicius Junior.
And a header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He has done it! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Kolomuani. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. He's played him through. He's got away. And here's Bellingham.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Mbappe. Oh, what has happened here? Nice control, and he's whipped it across. Adams gets over and intercepts. Forwards and with intent. Oh, nicely intercepted. First quarter of an hour gone. Gets into some space. And that has sent him sprawling.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He'll try from distance.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pass is just off target. And that could set him on his way. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's looking to set free a runner, and he's got the beating of his man. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Busquets. Adams. And it's Ribery. Ribery is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's having a go. It's hit the upright. Ribéry.
No, he refuses to take the bait.
Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Costa Curta. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passes short and sharp. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's been intercepted. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
On public transportation today, please watch the screen.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're off again. So the first half brought no goals. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Denied by an instinctive save.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good.
Vinicius Junior! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gets his pass away. Now it's Stoichkov. Goes in for the header! And he's quick to get it clear again. He's gone for goal! Superb goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth a treat. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Great ball if he can get there. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Hernandez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
That's tidy. Vinicius Junior. Ribéry.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain.
Vinicius Junior! And he can clear it away. Costa Curta, and that interception was most necessary.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He won't be happy with that one. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here.
No way through there.
Busquets looking to penetrate opposition lines. Hernandez. He's tried one! Bellingham gets rid without sophistication.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you're just joining us, we are already on... Tries a shot! Oh, and another try! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Cantona really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Rummenigge. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Kamavinga. Ljungberg. Kimmich. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a pretty loose pass. Kimmich. Cantona.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ljungberg.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Mbappe. Ribéry. And he welcomes it in. And he's found a shot at goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Vinicius Junior. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. Vinicius Junior. Bastoni gets it, struck first time. And he's quick to snatch it back. Vinicius Junior. Darren Fletcher.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he's picked out the run. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rummenigge is offering a right smile there.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight.
And already we're underway here.
Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. It's run loose here. Oh, super ball. Shot a goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
They have what they wanted. Speculative strike. That's a little off target. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Fiddles it through. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Xavi, chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Ribery. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for the header! In he goes again! That is decidedly lacking.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Costa Curta. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Vinicius Junior. Xavi Alonso. Costa Curta. Beckham. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Played into space out wide. That had too much on it.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
That looks a cracking ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that pass is fires from distance. That'll be a throw. And that's definitely not his best.
Time.
Beckenbauer. And that interception was... And it's half-time here. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Quick reminder today that
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
But it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Inter Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's found the net! AC Milan are all square. Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Inter really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Was 80,314.
Spread neatly. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Pass is just off target.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ljungberg. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. No way through. Camavinga. Oh, easy pickings there. Beckham. No, he's not getting past him there. And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a look and plays it forward. Camavinga. Now it's Iniesta. Cristiano Ronaldo has a goal! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
The goal scorer for Milan. After
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Milan go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ljungberg. Camavinga. Baresi gets a foot in here.
Inter need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Substitutions taking place.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And it's been taken short.
Added time.
What a throw in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Oh, what has happened here? Climbs up big! And with that, the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody, and
Without a doubt,
welcome
it
to
is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest. A
Against
sporting
Inter.
event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold. And he'll shoot here! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France with the corner, they're first. There's the header! Decent enough try. Oh, what has happened here? Nice interception, well timed. Messi. And Messi! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He can run onto that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Torres! Goal, France! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Camavinga. Beckenbauer cuts it out.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Looking tidy in possession here. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's a pretty loose pass. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Zico. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Camavinga. Scholes. Now Davis. Scholes. Some really good ball movement. This man very much flavour of the month. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Van Dijk.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nice bit of trickery. Davis. And it's Scholes. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1-1.
In an inappropriate manner will be
Any
removed.
strong opinions
Thank
on
you
the
very
first
much for your
half?
cooperation.
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Inter Milan get the second half going. Just eases him off the ball. Ribéry tries a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nicely weighted ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belletti. Wilshere. Zico. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Rodri. Wilshere. That's a sharp pass. And now they can clear their lines. And reclaimed it in a trice. Adams. And it's Belletti. It's Wilshere. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's onside. Great chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, what a ball! France needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
And Torres! And he's straight offside.
France showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And he cuts out the supply.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aim forwards. And here's Zico. And it's Scholes. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Rodri. Wilshere. Messi. Fernando Torres!
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?
Inter can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do,
today
but
that
some real promise
in the area
too.
around the stadium is strictly forbidden.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one.
And already we're underway here.
He's found a way through. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Messi. Oh, important interception. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this one is fairly easy for me. It's got to be Xavi. He's been there and done it all. One of the best passers the game has ever seen. A master of his trade, and always a great watch.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. De Bruyne. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe. The ball is loose and the speculative strike. He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Messi. And it's Xavi. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. De Bruyne. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Koundé gets over and intercepts. That pass has been well intercepted. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Shifted it to the flank. And the ball is out of play. Oh, what a mistake! Goalkeeper's ball. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains
Please turn your
goalless.
attention to the screen for information.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Into Milan, head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey. He's had a shot! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
48 minutes is number 21. Kylian
Barcelona
Mbappe.
have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Cafu. Ribery. That's a good ball out wide. And no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And here's Mbappe. Into Milan, still this single goal behind. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
81,007.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Xavi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Camavinga, here's the name on everyone's lips just now. Oh, played right into his path. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He is through here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Ligt. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Xavi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Barcelona probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitution for Inter. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 11, Ribery. Number 6, Vinicius Junior. Number 24, Freddy Ljungberg. Coming on the field.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight.
And already we're underway here. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
Oh, look at great hit! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Inter Milan have their opener. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's got to be in here. Vinicius Junior! It's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Pinches it off him. Busquets. Hernandez. Busquets.
Vinicius Junior.
In acres of space out wide. Mbappe is flagged offside. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Thuram spots it and intercepts. And here's Suarez. Hernandez. And that's really well manoeuvred.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's picked his way through.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, that's a fine challenge. And it's hoisted clear. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Thuram.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Busquets. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's fabulous. That's very neat. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And we hit half-time. How would you review the first half?
Inter just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
And it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Inter Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has already resumed here. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rivaldo. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Back into the middle. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Lampard. He is just caressing the ball. They want to be quick to recover this.
The attendance for this
Now it's
match was
Mbappe.
50,953.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Lampard.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's got the shot away! Yes! Back to within one! Interesting! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
He's having a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Into Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Rudiger clears. And he's being shifted off it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Ribery, and that's been intercepted. Luis Suarez. Oh, that's neat. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Milan need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Some really good... Rummenigge! Oh, it's in! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Inter, number 20.
So time for
Mbappe.
change, and
Number
this one has been on the
24.
cards for a little while.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Rodrigo, number 7.
And that's it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So there it is. What struck you most about...